Hey everybody, how are you today? I am getting set up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about, moving the spaghetti squash out of your way. Okay, so let's talk super fast about what you do when there's a little bit left in your bottle. Because if you are like me, you want to make sure that you are getting every single drop. So, thieves is something that we use on a daily basis in our house, as you guys probably do too. So I have just a little bit left in the bottle. Probably it's about up to like here. There, it's coming in focus a little bit more. So I would estimate that there's probably, I don't know, like 20 drops in there. So what I like to do, instead of popping the top out and putting it in something, putting it in one of these, because I feel like you still have some residue of the oil left in the bottle, even when you're putting it in a 10 milliliter roller. Instead, what I've started doing is taking this bottle and just adding V6 to it, and then putting the Aroma Glide top into it, because I feel like I am getting the very, very most out of it that I possibly can when I do it like that. So you can go on to Young Living site and pop this into your ER order, because these are awesome. It's a pack of 10, and it really makes sharing oils with other people and using your oils a lot easier. So thieves, like I said, during this season of life, we are using thieves pretty much on a daily basis. So all I like to do is add it to the bottle. So the squirt top is so easy for that. And whatever sort of ratio you want to use. So I have an infant that I use the thieves on. And as he's getting older, you know, our ratio is moving up of what we're using. But what I do, so you'll see here, this one says Hudson, 1 drop in 15 milliliters. So he doesn't use a ton in his, but then I will, oops, sorry about that, guys. Then I will label this one saying adult, or I'll say adult and kid, because Duncan and Barrett, we use the same thing on them. So that is what I do. And you pop your fitment in, and you can't really manhandle this one in, like grab it and push it down yourself. The way that it's meant to be used is like this, that you put the fitment on and then you screw it on, and screwing it on super tight is what pops that fitment in so that it stays in. So you can tell now that's really in there, it's not coming off. You can wedge it off like this. So you just kind of get it on the first thread and then pop, and it pulls it off. See, isn't that cool? It's that simple. So it can be tricky when you're doing it the first time, but just let that plastic top work for you. So put it in and then screw it on super tight, super tight. And then it's in. So that helps you to get every single thing out. So then we just shake it up and roll it on. So this goes on my kids' feet and spine before school. It goes on us before we head out into big crowds. It goes on us before we go to church. And so that's how we get the most out of every drop in one of these bottles. So another way to do it, if you feel like you have used everything out of it. So like when this one is done, I can either refill it, or I can pop it into my giant jar of salt. So that is a jar of Epsom salt that just sits on my counter. And when it gets full like this, I'm gonna make that into some bath water, because it's the Epsom salt. I know some people like to soak them in water so that they are all, like you put your florals in one jar, you put your other more musky scents in another jar. I'm not that organized, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. You know I like shortcuts. You know I'm a smidge lazy because I don't have a ton of time. So all of them go into that, and then I throw it into the bath. So, oh, hi, Pam. How are you, honey? So that is it for my hacks for you for this day. If you have questions, please feel free to ask me. Here's my little kitchen stash. And yes, I did say this is just my kitchen stash. We love our oils. We love it, love it, love it. Oh, so Pam does 1 jar of tree scents, 1 jar of florals, and 1 jar of immune blends. She is much more organized than I am, which is awesome. So you guys have a great day. Ask me questions underneath if you want. Oh, Stacy says she does her all sorts bath salts. Yes, me too, sweetie. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope that helps your usage. I hope that that helps you feel like you're getting every little drop out of there. Again, you just use the same little bottle, pop it open, put your carrier in, and then pop in your Aroma Glide fitment and use every single drop. And then after you're done with it, pop it into a jar and get the rest. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.